All right, guys, I'm here with Scott Schlegel, classical guitar player, who's going to be playing some music for us today. Wanted to ask you, how and where did you get your start with classical music?
So I started in college with classical, but I've been playing since I was 3. And I did
Three?
Yeah,
Three?
3. And
I've never heard anyone picking up a guitar at 3.
I just it was always something that I wanted to do, and I loved it from the second that I did it. Played at the House of Blues and Quick Loans, and I did some Frank Zappa stuff, jazz fusion and all that. And I went to college, and I just found classical. I just fell in love with it.
3-year-old guitar player. So that had to be an influence from your parents saying, hey.
No,
not
at all. Actually,
wow.
I just kind of had this vision in my head, and I just kind of followed it.
At 3 years old, I think the only visions I had in my head at 3 years old were like, where can I get another popsicle?
Yeah, well, that Legos were cool.
Oh yeah, I love my Legos. I actually love my Legos so much, I can't remember what grade, but I had to get my picture taken with a truck I made out of Legos.
Yeah.
My mom was like, really? Like, no Lego truck? No picture, Mom. So I got that picture taken with my Lego truck.
Yeah.
Loved my Legos. Who are your influences? What made you decide you want to play classical guitar?
So for me, Andrew Segovia was a big one, and also my teacher actually ended up studying with him and meeting him and working with him a lot. So I kind of just took off in that direction. I just really love that type of sound.
Okay.
And then you can also throw in like Julian Bream in there and the drum as well, because they're all kind of connected, but they also serve different parts of music. So like Julian Bream is more like New English. Modern, and then Segovia is more covering like Bach and Mozart, but also Spanish influence. They all have different sounds.
That's funny. As a guitar player myself, you guys all know I play guitar. I look at classical guitar players and I'm like, man, I can't do that. The most I've tried to figure out classical guitar-wise, I'm familiar with Randy Rhoads and what he did with Ozzy, so that kind of led me to look into some of the classical guitar playing because of what Randy Rhoads was doing back in the day. Do you like rock or
yeah? I mean, I have big history with it. I still listen to it a lot, even though I don't listen. Classical is the amount of music I listen to the least.
Yeah, it probably gives you a fresh perspective. I mean, as a guitar player and as a songwriter myself, I try to listen to all sorts of music. I try to consider myself a student of the song.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, you can be a great guitar player, but if you don't have the songs and the material that pull people in, it doesn't matter how good a guitar player
There's always something new to learn. You know?
Who are your favorite rock guitar players?
Rock, it kind of changed a lot. I did a lot of the obscure stuff like Alan Holdsworth.
My old guitar teacher turned me on to Alan Holdsworth.
Yeah, Joe Satriani was a big. My first one that was
me too.
Yeah, my first I saw him live in Lakewood in 2011.
Okay, I think I saw that show.
But my first like mainstream influence was the guitar player from Journey.
Neil Sean.
That was the big one. And then
very melodic player. So speaking of guitar players that number one could write songs, but you can remember all of his guitar solos.
Yeah,
he's very melodic.
Well, they were just really good, and they were also, shreddy.
Yes,
Really
Neil
good.
definitely shreds, but he definitely does a great job of constructing melodies that stick in our heads. What about the blues?
The blues, I like it, and I haven't really done too much traveling with it, but from what I listen to, I like.
Yeah.
But also, it was really one of those things where I was kind of classical before I knew it because I was like a stickler for technique.
Well, yeah.
Like I wouldn't put my thumb all the way there and things like that. So I kind of stayed away from it. But I mean, I listen to it. I'll do my own version of it, but it might not be blues.
Jazz?
Yeah. I did Mahavishnu, that type of stuff. So jazz fusion. It's kind of Greg Howe.
Yes.
Kinda,
Very much. Country.
I like the idea of country, Just Danny Gatton and all that.
Oh yeah,
he's pretty good.
Yeah, there's some phenomenal players out there, and some of the finger-picking things they do, and the way they bend strings within chords.
And even like Les Paul, like some of that stuff.
Steve Vai, what do you think of Steve?
Yeah.
Because he plays some.
I had his Bad Horsey pedal back in the day.
Yeah, great player. We were talking a little bit earlier that most of what you do is, you're covering prior works of art.
Yes.
How much writing do you do yourself?
I kind of do it here and there. I've completed 3 works and spend quite a bit of hours on there because it's anything that you're playing, you want to play with heart and soul.
Right.
You're making an attachment to that piece.
Yes.
So whether it's yours or somebody else's, you really want to find that love for it, pursue it that way.
Any aspirations of recording like a full-blown album, like all Scott's material? That's it.
It's definitely an option.
Yeah.
I think now I don't have enough material for that, but it's something that in the future I don't have a problem with doing if it comes up. So.
Well, in this day and age, a lot of bands, artists are just releasing sporadic because it seems we've gotten to the day and age where people aren't really listening to full-blown albums.
Yeah.
They're like, give me 2 tracks, I'm on to something else.
Yeah.
So I find that artists seem to be, well, here's 2 songs, and a couple months later, here's 2 songs.
Yeah.
And then maybe at the end of that cycle, they've got, okay, here's 10, 12 songs. And now I'm going to put together a physical release and come up with a really nice package.
So you get more circulation.
Yeah. So you're constantly, because we're constantly bombarded with media everywhere.
Yeah.
So to be able to just constantly stay on someone's mind with releasing tracks as you go, and then at the end, coming up with their physical product. I see a lot of people doing that.
Yeah.
What can people expect today
So
playing here in Franklin?
today people can expect great classical music, some stuff that you've never heard before, but guarantee you'll enjoy it. A lot of people have. I've had great feedback. A lot of contrapuntal pieces as well, which means there's multiple things going on in one piece by itself. So it's kind of like a symphony package, but just for one instrument. And you get to have a beer. So
Yes. Or seltzer. We have seltzers.
Yes.
Too. So, all right. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for coming in to play. Scott Schlegel, classical guitar player. Check him out. He'll be playing at Franklin on a regular basis.